okay, why don't I do not in COVID actually. It was long back. I wanted to do an online thing. I started my own channel sort of thing. Didn't think things did not work out. So COVID happened. So I things people started coming online. So I initially I planned an in person session where I thought I'd meet people in Hyderabad in person. We'll sit somewhere, we'll talk about ghost stories, and that's what I thought of doing. A podcast sort of thing. That did not happen.
Quite interesting.
So that's the history. And since I've started it, Deek and Jeevan here have they are the starting. I've started in 2020 this online session, and these guys have started joining in the initial setting. Deek and Jeevan. Since then, they have become core members of the team. So if I'm not
Okay.
around, either Deek is gonna take care of the session or Jeevan, and we've got few other core members. We've got 6 to 7 core members now, and one of us is going to host this session, and one of us and we're going to telecast at the same time every Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we have Teja. So that is about us. Sorry, I'll come back to you. Let me just. Oh, Teja left. Okay. Hello, Lee. Hi.
Hi, hi.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to Saturday Night Spooky Stories. I was just telling her what is this all about. So Madhuri, how do you wanna describe tell about yourself? Are you a believer? Are you a skeptic?
Uh, that's a very interesting question because I never gave it a lot of thought. But I do believe in a little bit of energies of late. You know,
Okay.
positive energies, good or bad or So that's
Hmm.
pretty much about me. I wouldn't say like I'm a hardcore believer in something. I never had very obvious experiences of any sorts. But of course, you feel certain energies here and there, all those small things which you can't really explain.
Hmm.
So that is how I associate it with. And yeah, that's pretty much it from my end.
Super.
I'm basically open. I'm very flexible to either believing or not believing.
Okay. Yeah, you're in between, somewhere in between then.
I'm somewhere in between, yes.
Oh, okay. Hello, Lee. Hi. Welcome to Saturday Night Spooky Stories. I guess this is your first time too.
Yeah, yeah, this is my first time. Is it part of the session that you are walking outside?
No, it's like I generally take it on my laptop, but
Ah,
I
No,
wasn't.
he's actually in a haunted mansion right now. We might just see some ghosts.
Oh, you wish. The only ghost you can see is this guy.
Oh, that is cute. Casper.
No, his
yeah.
Bagheera, by the way.
Oh, okay. Nice name.
Yeah, thanks. It's a
So,
walk
may I
time. So,
know
yeah.
what's about this session? Like, are we going to tell some horror stories or share some scary things?
Yes, this session is mostly about that, where random people join, tell their ghost stories. We just listen. There is no judgment. There is no. We don't taunt anyone. We're open. We like listening to ghost stories, and we presume people who join in here are also same kind of people who like to listen to ghost stories. So we've shared all our shared of stories already. So every time new people like you and Madhuri join in and Julius here, you are the three new folks who joined this week, and our rest three of us are the core members who will be on the stream no matter if anyone else is joining or not. So we'll just sit along and we'll talk. Sometimes we do watch movies as well. If there's nothing to do, we'll just watch movies, horror movies.
Ah, okay, okay.
So yeah, Lee, tell about yourself. Are you a believer? How again? By the way, I understand that you're not from India. How do I know? How did you come across this group, and what made
I,
you register for this one?
I don't know. I just look at the Meetup app, and the group is in it, and I find it's very interesting to share some horrible horror movies or stories. So I'm just interested in it.
Super. Welcome to Saturday Night Spooky Stories, and I guess you might have read through it, but if not, I'm just telling you again. This is being streamed live on YouTube right now. It's my channel called Saturday Night Spooky Stories, and
Oh,
it's so I'm telling it upfront.
oh,
Hey,
okay.
Jeevan, sorry.
So it's on stream right now.
Yes, yes, yes. Dee, can you drop the link over here? So you see, Deek, me, and Jeevan are the core members. Hello,
Mm.
Julius. Hi, and we.
Hello, how are you all? Sorry, the background is a bit noisy, but yeah, thank you for welcoming me in the group. So
Thank you.
I found this group in Meetup, and
Okay.
I'm really fond of mysteries, ghost stories, paranormals, and stuff. So I would love to join more on sessions like this and the future sessions as well. By the way, do we have like a WhatsApp group or something for this?
Yeah, yeah, we do. Thing
Yes,
is that
that's
I
great.
mean,
Yeah, yeah. We already messaged in WhatsApp, I believe.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
then yeah. I
Sure.
mean,
If you
we
can
we are
add.
a bit skeptical to accept the numbers from out of India because we international numbers.
Oh, oh.
So we weren't sure if it was actually people or it was business spam accounts. So we just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Actually, I'm an
Sorry,
actual
sorry.
person. I'm not a
Sorry.
ghost. I'm not a ghost.
Yeah, definitely. We would
No,
love if
I'm just
even if
joking.
you're a ghost.
Okay, I will show myself. You see, I'm
Hello.
alive.
Oh, super. Nice. We've gone
and
international,
also,
Deek.
yeah, this is the supernatural guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love the cute door.
So yeah,
All
we've
right,
got few
thank
other
you.
people. Thank you, Julius. We've got
Yeah.
Trivedi. Hello, hi, Trivedi. I think it's Harsha. I guess Harsha Trivedi.
Hi, actually, I'm an old member actually.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it? Sorry.
yeah, Harsh Reddy.
Okay, sorry. And I guess Pawan also seems
Yes,
to be an old person.
actually, uh, yes. Last week, actually, I tell the story about the horror place.
Oh, super, super. Oh, okay. We've got new members here. So yeah, thank you. So let's get started. Who wants to go first? I mean, again, I can't ask myself or Jeevan to tell anything. Jeevan might have something to tell, but we'll Jeevan is the last hope. We'll go for. But before that, we would love to ask the new guys, Lee, Julius, Madhura, and Himanshu. Do you guys have any stories to share? If not, Trivedi, if anyone else. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening, but right now I don't have a story. I want to hear other people tell story.
Sure, sure. Okay. Oh yeah. May I know from which country are you calling us from, Lee?
I'm in Malaysia.
Oh, can you share any Malaysian folklore or Malaysian legends which we haven't might have not heard of?
I don't know. I'm also a foreigner in Malaysia.
Oh,
I'm not a local.
where are you basically from then?
I'm from China originally.
Oh wow, yeah. Anything?
I'll do some research next time. This time I didn't prepare anything.
Sure. Yeah, maybe we'll ask Madhura. Yeah, Madhura, please.
Uh, okay, so I do have a story. It's not from India or, not something that I have experienced, but I was doing my master's in USA, Baltimore. So we had a lot of international students there, and I became like good friends with one of the persons. And yeah, Julius wants to say something, I guess.
No, and he wants to go next. Maybe after your story, Julius can
Oh,
go next.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Please
so
go ahead.
I became like really good friends with one of the guys. He is from Maldives. So he's also a doctor. So we used to just discuss. Um, our legends. And I used to tell him about how it is in India, and we have these chudels who have, like, the feet are like in the opposite direction, all
Yeah.
those. And I used to ask him like what happens in Maldives and everything. So firstly, like, jinns are very common in Maldives, like, the people
Yes.
who sort of grant you wishes, and then later on those luck turns very sour, right? So basically
Yeah.
it's like a very manipulative tactic. But he told me a very spooky incident that happened in his family. So he had this neighbor, and she had this habit of, after having dinner, she used to take these long walks by the beach. So Male, the capital of Maldives, it's like covered with water from all the sides. So she and her fiance used to take like very long walks after dinner. And it so happened once that she was waiting for her fiance, and he just did not show up for a very long time. Later on, when he did show up, she just went out with him, but he was acting very strange. Like, he wasn't speaking to her, maintaining a certain distance while, talking to her and all that. And later on, she got a phone call from her fiance itself saying that I can't make it for the walk today. So basically, the person she was on a walk with was, I don't know, some other person altogether. And then my friend told me that, after that, she was found dead by the beach and the person was never caught. And he, like,
Wait,
looked
what?
exactly.
So,
Hello.
yeah, exactly. Wait a second. For a while, I was just looking at Bagheera. I completely couldn't concentrate. Can you just? Your friend was walking. Your friend's friend were walking, and they found out. Sorry, I missed it entire part. Can you repeat it once again? The main part, at least. Madhura, hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes. We can hear you.
Yeah. So basically, she went out on a walk with a man who looked exactly like her fiance, but it wasn't her fiance. And she was found dead after that. And a lot of witnesses and all said that, the man she was out on a walk with looked completely like her fiance, but it wasn't him. And the person was never caught, and that, like, still remains a very unsolved mysteries in Maldives.
But is it been documented somewhere? I mean, to say, is it in news? If we
I
can.
can definitely ask him because this happened when he himself was very young. But I can definitely ask him to share if there's any link or anything in the newspapers or something of that sort.
Yeah.
Your voice is cracking a bit. Hello, can you
Wow.
hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, your voice is cracking a bit.
I mean, homicide. You can't really. MI nahi hai, bhai. It's not like an MI movie where you can wear a mask and just come as.
Nah, so it wasn't like that. Like, according to the girl's mother, the man who came to receive her for the walk in the night completely
Hmm.
looked like her fiance. The only
Oh shit, he left. Why are people getting disconnected? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Maybe
Julius, you
there
wanna
is
go
a
next?
ghost in the connection.
We've been having this ghost for a while.
Someone is ghosting in the Wi-Fi ghost.
Could be. I mean, see, Wi-Fi is also energy, right? So who knows? Some kind of energy is being. Yeah, Julius, you wanna go next? You wanna share your story?
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah, yeah.
wanna?
Sure, I can. Yeah, I
Yep.
can.
Please go ahead.
Sorry. All right. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
You are, yes.
Yeah, sorry, just bear with me. I didn't expect that the place is this noisy. Yes, I would like to share something because I am a nurse by profession. So you know very well that nurses are in hospitals and all. And this happened when I was still an intern. Okay? When I was tasked to go to get some medical items in the storage room, and then all of a sudden, I mean, everything is all okay. But the moment I entered the area near the OR operating room with the machines, I'm alone at that time. So my manager told me, okay, go and get these items there. Just go quickly and all. But the thing is, the moment I stepped onto that area, it's like it felt cold than the usual because I've been doing that during the daytime. Like all is okay, nothing is unusual, the usual
Mm.
typical routine. But one night, I'm in night shift, and then I was tasked to get some items there. I felt really like a goosebump, and at the same time, the there's like the darkness is unusual, and I found out later. I felt like there's someone screaming or scratching sound, like scratches. So I immediately took the items quickly and then go back to my manager and then told the whole story. And I found out that there is in that previous area of that is someone had died on that area. I mean, it's not common to have it in the hospital, but it's a
Yeah.
child that is asking for help and is frequently crying, and with the mother on a sorrowful state. So I just found out after I get it. So I thought that it might be related on that experience on that exact day on the 7th of May. So it's like a really memorable thing for me that okay that it's really true, it's not just an hospital, you know, hearsay or ghost stories, because it's common to have that in the hospital, right? It's like deaths and all, but this one is particularly on that day, on that time. And
So,
those are, you know, it felt like really like someone is with you.
oh my
And
God.
the goosebumps is there. So yeah, I mean, I now I cannot deny that although I'm in the medical field, that these things are true. You know, it's not
So,
just okay. It's all in the mind and stuff.
so have you actually heard it or have you felt it? Have you actually heard the cries?
Both. It's like there's a lot of senses available. I heard like a crying, a screeching, and then the
Oh
you know
shit.
the room is darker than the usual. And I thought to call maintenance, but they said that they just fixed the light, so it's impossible to it to happen. And then it's unusually cold. It's like
I'm getting
something is
goosebumps.
in pain, you know. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's the reason why I knew the what happened in the past on the exact same day, 7th of May. That's their case. I mean
So,
the stops that were stationed on that. So because I narrated, okay, is there something like here because I felt
uh,
unusual at that time. They didn't tell it at first, but when I felt it, it's you know, it's like okay, it makes sense now.
so like, did it happen
Hospital
last
ghost
this
ka.
May? This May 7th?
Yes.
On. Oh, it's quite recent this year.
Mm.
So when did that
So I mean
incident?
the
I'm sorry to interrupt, but when did that incident happen? The death of the child last year, is
it's
it?
the same day. That's the same day. No,
Oh,
I mean the same day, but that is like 3 or 4 years back.
okay, okay.
Because the senior managers are working on that shift, so they know the story. And of course, what happens is we are endorsing it, right? For example, we have this case, we have this death and
Yeah.
stuff, and it makes sense that okay, that's the thing that is still lingering in there. Maybe he hasn't found or still, you know, roaming around somewhere without peace.
Oh my
Because
god.
I saw that also in movies, right? Like the
Yeah.
Whisperer, wherein they are able to see, or the Sixth Sense, that they don't know that they had passed, and they go on because of unfinished business and all. So, it's real. It's not that okay. It's just not in the mind. It's not like that.
Wow. But
Especially
did
in
you
the
ever?
hospital, right?
Yeah. But did you ever go to that place after that? After that incident?
Well,
In the
with someone.
very wise
Because
decision.
at that time I was just tasked, okay, get this material quickly. So I'm alone. It's like, okay, but next time, sir, you know what happened? I need someone, or I will
Dude,
just do it in the morning, in the not in the nighttime where I'm alone and stuff.
you are the you are the lone survivor in horror movies, dude. You're taking wise decisions.
Yeah. I don't know. It
Nay,
just it's crazy, but I don't know. It's unusually, but of course, we should not neglect that these things happen, because we are not the only ones living here. I mean, residing in this realm and all. They might be on a different
wow.
dimension or something, but they're there, right?
Hospitals are a creepy place, man. Though like they have to help people, but hospitals are a creepy place.
Yeah. So what
And
I
this is
just
not the
did
first time I
is,
someone.
what I just did is just offer a prayer, because our faith will. I was told that, okay, just whenever you feel like that, be in silent, and then a silent prayer, because I believe that faith might help with, alleviating the spirit, or maybe to helping it moving on, or to somehow like have courage also to accept that people things are happening like that. Yeah,
Uh,
that is for me. Thank you for listening, and let's see what will happen on my other duties and rotations.
I mean, yeah, stay safe. We would love to hear more stories from you if you've got anything. But at the same time, we don't want you to experience anything dangerous.
No, I mean, it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good, It's like, okay, sometimes I even have a moment wherein there is I didn't know that there's a cemetery there. Cemetery. Like before, there are places where it is previously a cemetery, right? So sometimes I'm asking, is this a previously a cemetery and stuff?
Oh,
Before I go to that place.
dude, you are really prepared for everything. You are like like in horror in horror movies. There are people
Of
who
course.
yeah.
You need to
You,
be ready, right? Yeah.
yeah. So Julius, where are you from? Sorry, I did not. I forgot to ask you.
I'm from Philippines, and currently I'm in Dubai. And yeah,
Okay.
I'm into this stuff. I like this mysteries, paranormals and stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mostly ghosts and monsters. That's our horror thing.
You've got any legends, Philippine legends, which we will because we might not have heard anything. If you can share any legends of folklore of Philippines.
Usually superstitious belief, like black cats. They are bad luck. When you see it crossing your way, then you might
Oh,
anticipate a bad luck, so you need to be extra cautious whenever you see black cats. But of course, it's unfair for black cats, so sometimes I will just do a silent prayer that I should have a good day, regardless if black cat passes by. So we have belief like that.
I thought it was an Indian thing. Yeah.
Well, maybe we share some beliefs. It's an Asian thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. I think that's my turn, but thank you for listening.
No, no, we would love it. I mean, if you want to talk, you can always talk. We, it's hard to find
Eh,
people who
No, no,
talk
I
a
just
lot
had an
except us.
opinion
No,
on the
I'm okay. I
black
think
cat
I
actually.
shared too much. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, please
I'll
go
give
ahead.
way
Yeah.
to others.
No, because
Thank.
my aunt has a black cat, and I don't know. She's like one of the sweetest, cutest black cats ever. Like, so I agree with Julius there. That it's unfair for the black cats to be like shikar of racism. No, but there are some people who find them very like mysterious, like, oh wow, black and all that. True, true.
See, it's not about the black cats. If you see the spirits or the dark energy which is there, it is attracted towards the dark colors. I mean, you might take any of the mythology or spiritology, anything which regards to negative is always black. So what happens when or whenever there's a black spirit or something which is evil which is coming in, right? It can easily possess anything which is in black. It's not only about black cat. The darkness always overpowers in the dark itself. Because of this, if we see about Indian mythologies, Kalabhairav, the god of war, is in the darkness itself. That's the reason no one can stop him. At the same point of time, when you take towards the black, might be cat, dog, or horse, they have a mysterious way of senses to get attracted towards the dark energy, which can be used in a good way or a bad way.
Unfortunately, my dog that just gets attracted to food. This fellow is black. He is just
If you
attracted
know
to food.
about the cult practices, if you know about the cult practices where they do all this supernatural occult things, right? They prefer black cats, black snakes, black horse, and owls.
Are
Yes,
there black owls?
there are white, black, and brown. Three types of owls. Black is very, very rare. White, you might find. Brown, it's regular.
White we have seen in Harry Potter, but no one in Harry Potter had a black owl, as far as I
No, it's
remember
not
Harry Potter.
black. Basically, it's a mix of brownish, dark colors, which is very rare. Yes.
See this
So for
fellow.
these occult practices, they utilize these kind of animals, which gives you much of powers. Yeah, I was saying that, right? My relatives who is possessed, and we had a uh, things which happened in the month of February or March, I think. It was 3 days. I mean, 3 days of thing which went on. And the final day, everything was sorted out. It was one of the family members who were like
But then
feeding
going
honor.
by that logic,
Sorry.
um, so yeah, like going by that logic,
Hmm.
is it like the dark energies would attracted towards the dark skinned people?
No.
Because it gets attracted towards anything which is dark, right? So like that is the
Humans.
next
No. That
question.
the actual explanation there is human color, skin color can change according to the weather, according to the uh, treatment what they take. It can change. Animals, no, it cannot. Yeah, correct. If you shave the white polar bear, right, you can only see something dark brown kind of a skin. Pretty good when you start studying about these occults, your moods intensify whenever you see anything with dark. Very much. Very. Yeah.
There used to be a Telugu serial, man, when our childhood. It used to scare, like it used to come around around at 9 o'clock or 9:30 in the night. A Telugu serial called Marmadesam. I don't know if uh, it was. I guess it was dubbed in Telugu. It was Tamil thing, and it is a white horse running. And the title song, if it was so eerie, right? We all used to get scared. Our grandpa used to used to watch it every night, and every time that. Horse runs. The title song itself starts with a horse running in a dark road, and yeah, it was a scary thing to hear. I thought all of you when you said dark horse, right? I just remembered that. Paul, you're saying something.
Yeah, yeah, it's about that. Yeah, yeah, correct, correct. I don't know about the entire myth, but there is some story like that, right?
Yeah, headless horseman. I guess it was there in Supernatural too. uh, Madhura wants to say something. हाँ हाँ बोल दे बोल दे. Or those like Bhootnath sort of movies. Uh, oh, Madhura, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I had a question actually. So, like, we have spoken about the monsters and ghosts and spirits and everything. But is there any spirit, monster, or ghost that you people sort of, either empathize with, or rather than being scared, sort of are on their team? Like, like any monster, ghost, spirit that you. I was going to say the same thing because I had that answer in my head that, yeah, the only monster that I completely am on board with is Medusa. Because she was more like a victim of Poseidon, right? Poseidon and Athena. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that was. What about others like?
Frankenstein. For me, Frankenstein. Yeah,
Yeah, even
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, yes.
Yeah. Any. I mean, are there any Indians? There is no monster in India. We have got Rakshas, which is not monster as such. Legendary monster sort of thing. Frankenstein, and so is Dracula too. Dracula is also misunderstood, if I'm not wrong.
Transylvania. No, actually, the original, yeah,
Even in the
yeah, the
Dracula
original
Untold
Dracula
also,
stories,
you know.
Dracula is very sinister.
Yeah, no, Pawan was saying something. Pawan, you're saying?
Yeah, the original Bram Stoker Dracula is pretty sinister. It's not like we can't sympathize with Dracula, to be honest. Hmm. Yeah, I think there's this Netflix series also like Dracula, like 3 episode series. I think in that series also it was like he's both protagonist and antagonist kind of a role. There is one female lead also, like Van Helsing or something, but it was like a pretty neutral. But most of the cases, Dracula would be depicted as a sinister person only. If you read the original Bram Stoker, the plot is pretty, the way the Dracula is portrayed is pretty sinister. Like you can see that the yeah.
No, no, no. It's okay. Continue. No, it was by mistake.
I think I just did that accidentally.
Yeah, that's true. Like sometimes we don't know. I mean, this should mean something, right? But nothing happens. So that seems pretty suspicious.
This happens, right? We are humming a song in our head, and the person sitting next to us suddenly starts singing the same song, and we are like, "Tujhe kaise pata chala?" I was singing it in my head, and that has happened to me so many times now. I feel there's some kind of a thing there.
I
I'm
had a
reading
weird
a.
experience with. Sorry, Jeevan. Yeah, please go ahead. Maybe I'll tell later.
While I was doing my research, I came across a text called Banshee,
Banshee is a what
Irish
word?
spirit.
Yeah.
It's actually not only in Irish. When I was reading our Vedas and Upanishads, I came across those words. Basically, it is a horrorful scream which happens when there's a death in a house, which happens within 11 days of a death. Basically, there are few deaths where happens right immediately within 11 days or within 3 days, there'll be another person who'll be dying for sure. This happens on certain time of deaths. Even I'm not sure about the times, but yeah, it happens. Those deaths when happens right, the next 3 to 11 days, you will find screams around you, a lady screaming around you. People usually think that that person is screaming or someone else is screaming, but actually it gives a warning that someone is going next in your house.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
This
reminds me of another thing. Sorry. Yeah, so this reminds me of the another omen. Like if a dog cries in front of your home, then it means that somebody in that home will die or something, right? This looks similar to the sounds similar to this.
no, when a dog is crying, it so happens if some other spirit is in front or if it is trying to console or something, the dogs will cry. But here, the banshee, it screams. That is for sure death. See, in case of a dog crying, may happen, may not happen. What I'm trying to tell you. But here,
Okay.
this is for sure within 3 to 11 days. Yep, it is there. See, that's the best part, According to the Western calendars and our lunar calendars, there's a hell lot of difference. There is I don't know whether you guys know it or not. People say there were 13 months. If you actually calculate in the lunar calendars, a lunar calendar is always accurate. The problem with the pretty new astrology science which we are reading, it's purely based on solar calendars, which is unpredictable. But the lunar calendars where our ancestors used to do, it was so accurate where it shows that time. If we celebrate our birthday once in a year, right? Which comes on the same day. But if we follow a lunar calendar and if you see your birthdays, every year it comes on a different date. See, for example, my birth was happened just 3 days before Shivratri back in 1988. So every time I was not aware of all these things, but when I started doing the research and done right, our life cycles change according to the lunar calendar. And every year, my birthday celebrated on that day, but actually, I do the pujas or I pray for my good deeds on the third day before Shivratri. And it exactly happens. See, Shivratri will not come every day the same date. It always changes the same way. 3 days before, my birthday is celebrated. And that gives a good or a positive vibes in my life where I it's not wrong that if I say if I want to do achieve something, I can easily do it. Positive. Yes.
so thanks for that info. So the one thing which I wanted to share, going back to the previous topic where you guys were talking about intuitions or coincidences or a science sort of thing, right? I had a weird experience in my life back in 2012 or 2013. 2012 or 2013. I guess I might have narrated this multiple times. If not, if you have heard it already, I'm sorry. I'm telling it again. So I've got into the job. I've got a new bike R15. So it was I was in my 20s, so early 20s. So obviously you've got a almost a super bike, and you're in your 20s. You want to ride fast and everything. So I was in that phase where I was driving pretty fast and everything. I was riding very pretty fast. So that day, it was a Friday night or Friday evening. I was done with the work. Every Friday evening, we used to have a routine sort of thing where we used to go to a guy's place, and which is nearby to our office, and we used to all spend the night over there. It was a what do you call, a night out sort of thing where we spend our every Friday night we spend there in his room, and then Saturday morning we go back to our houses. So it was the same routine. So the guy who was supposed to come along with me, he had some work. He was in a different team, I was in a different team. So he had given me his keys, and he asked me to go to the house and prepare everything, to set up everything there. So, and again, when I say set up, we aren't smoking, we aren't drinking, we want to set up food and everything. So he wanted me to set up everything, so he has given me the key. So that day I wasn't even riding fast. That day I was doing some coding. It was a while I've done some coding, I've got some work to do. So I was going back home. I was at the speed of 40. I was in most probably around 50, 50, 55. I haven't even crossed 60. I was definitely below 60 and above 40, somewhere between 40 and 60. I was driving, and while I was driving, I know that. Sorry, I was thinking about the code which I've written. I was thinking, how could I have written this code? What was the logic that was going in my mind? And I know that there was a speed breaker in 100 meters in front of me. I know that I know there's a speed breaker because I take that route pretty often. So every time I know if I'm at a speed, I used to stand up on the bike. Instead of sitting, I used to stand up on the pegs, and then I used to go over the speed breaker if I'm at a certain speed, so that I could balance the bike. So the same thing, I thought of the same thing. I was riding. For a split second, I got a thought, shit, I'm definitely gonna, right before I was just 10 or 5 meters near that speed breaker. For a split second, I got a thought saying that I'm gonna fall down, that I'm gonna skid, I'm gonna fall down. And a guy crossed me. A guy crossed me. In my mind, I was telling to him in my mind, अरे भाई मैं गिरने वाला हूँ, थोड़ा देख ले मेरे को. I was like, dude, I'm gonna fall down. Turn back and see. Turn back and look at me. I did not even tell him there is a signal, and it is a free left there. He can take the free left there. So, and the signal is at least like 15 meters from the speed breaker. I went there. I did the same thing. I stood on the pegs, on the bike pegs, but somehow I couldn't balance it. I skid on the bike, and bike dragged for at least 3-4 meters. मेरा left side पूरा चला गया, what do you call this entire thing got scratched. No, yeah, no one came around, but the guy who was 50 meters ahead of me, he turned back, he parked his bike there, he came running, he lifted the bike, he lifted me up. Then other people came in, who they helped me out. There was a security guard, he had some kind of Dettol sort of thing, he was putting it everything. And he was telling me, dude, I didn't even hear you falling down, but I felt someone calling me from behind, asking for help. So I've turned back. I've heard a voice from my back, on at my back, saying someone asking for a help. I've turned back, and I've seen you on the ground. So I came running. Right before he crossing me, I told in my mind, or in my mind, say, as I was talking to him, like, dude, I'm gonna fall down, come and pick me up. And he heard it. I don't know how did it happen. It did. I swear it did really happen. He took me to the hospital. He admitted me into the hospital. He stood there till my friends came around. He kept on telling me the same thing. Dude, I don't even know why did I turn back. I did not even hear you falling down. I was about to take the free left there. Right then, I've heard a voice calling me for help. So I've turned back, and I've seen you falling down. Like, do I even told him, see, when you crossed, I literally told in my mind, I actually called you. I haven't called you. I told you that I'm gonna fall down. Come and help me. This was seriously, man. This was the only one incident that happened to me. Without even we haven't communicated. We
Your
don't
soulmate.
know. I wish it was a girl. I would have married her right away. Oh, it was. Yeah, 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 yeah. He left then and there. He got me, did it? My friends came. He left, but it was nice. I felt that I don't know why these things telepathy that worked a lot that time. कौन कौन हमारी दुनिया में बात कर रहा है? Okay. Sorry, yeah. This is what I wanted to share. Seriously, man, I still don't understand how was he able to hear. I mean, it was my mind voice. I've literally told it in my mind. I felt that I'm gonna fall down. I mean, I could see everything. I could see what is gonna happen in the next couple of seconds. I know I'm gonna fall down, so I have to ask for help. So I've asked this guy everything in my mind. He has gone way ahead of me. Has turned back. This happened. Jeevan, by any explanations for this one?
Manifestation.
Why would I want to an accident? Falling.
Both, bit of both.
But thing is that, right, I've driven very carelessly and very rudely prior to that. This time, that time around, I was driving at a pretty normal speed and a pretty normal way. I was just thinking about something else, but at the same time, I know I was watching at the road. I know that there's gone my speed breaker. I know how to control if I am going a bit over speed, but I could feel it. I'm gonna fall down.
It's kind of sometimes you can all. It's not wrong if you say it's a deja vu. You know you're gonna fall, and even he know you're gonna fall.
Yeah.
It happens. See, once it happens, we were just playing, okay, in our office. They had a bundle of clips. In the sense, not it's paper clips, the smaller one.
Hmm.
I don't know. They were mixed it up, and they said, okay, if you count this, I'll get you a treat today. Just like that, I said 286. Just like that. I did not even think. It's like, are you sure? You count man if you want. Unfortunately, it was exactly 286. So sometimes you think that you don't know, or you think that it is gonna happen or may happen, but actually it will happen. See, as you said, right? I have I have traveled entire India, man. I don't know the way I have driven uh, the bikes. No one can even see. I mean, 150, 160. Oh my God, nothing happened. Same as you, I was going around 30 or 40 kilometers because another 60 meters or 70 meters there was a U-turn which I had to take. I was
Oh.
going very slowly, very carefully. I turned. All of a sudden, I don't know where. That was the only accident which happened in my life. I don't know how he came. The lorry guy, he was around 90 or 100. He was like going way high. He passed me, but the last, behind the lorry, there would be a rod, right?
Yeah.
Like the bumper. That bumper touched my bike and hit so bad that my bike went. I mean, it actually turned and it went around 4 to 5 feet high. First, I fell on my left leg, the bike fell.
Uh, oh, I.
Yeah.
Is it while you're going on that India trip, or was it in
No,
Bangalore?
no, no, no. It was back in 2008. I was
Oh,
having
okay.
Honda Stunner at that point of time.
Oh, yeah. Stunner was a big thing back then.
Uh,
Yeah.
After that, for 3 years, I could
These
not drive or
kids
do
don't know
anything.
Stunner, dude. Jeevan, I don't think Deek knows Stunner. I don't know how old is Pawan. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Even
yeah.
today, I have that bike.
Okay. It came into. It got released in 2008 or 2009 when I
First,
was
it
doing
was
my engineering.
2008.
What the heck? You're three when we're doing our engineering, is it? Okay. Shit. Yeah. Oh, seven. Yeah,
So
but
I
you're a good
even
dude.
today I have it. Just today we're gonna shift. On 15th I'm gonna shift. So the bike was like rusting. Just
Oh,
yesterday I took that bike out. Now I'm planning to get it repaired again. And
sentiments.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
any
yeah.
bike lover who do that, his first bike will never be sold. No matter even if it is useless.
I sold it, dude. I sold it. My first bike was R15, but I was like, okay, chill, take it. I'm not really that kind of that attached to. I don't have attachment with anything, not just stuff, materialistic stuff. I don't like to have attachments. So
That is that. And no, irony is I wanna modify my bike to R15 right now.
you want to modify your bike to R15 Stunner, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. No, see one thing when you said manifestation, right? So I told you, right, a couple of months or not couple of months, I guess 4 or 5 months back, I've heard someone knocking on the bathroom door. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But see that I was kind of expecting it again. Oh, that I wasn't. I was like, I was in the wash. I was in the shower. Right before I was taking to, I was opening my shower. I wanted to. I guess no. I was right before I turned on the shower. I had a weird thought. What if someone comes and knocks on the door, and if it turns and if everyone turns out to say that they haven't knocked on the door. That 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 thought crossed my mind. Just that thought crossed my mind, saying that okay, someone will knock on the door. I'll respond. No one will answer. So I'll ask who has knocked it, and no one will. Everyone will say in my house said none of us knocked it. That thing has happened. Right, the moment that has crossed my mind, there were knocks, and it wasn't one or two knocks which I could have just imagined. It was continuous like this, continuous knocks. Definitely, dude. You could have bet. No, it happens like once in a blue moon, and not even once in a blue, maybe once in a year sort of thing. Definitely, if something like that crosses my mind, I'll definitely let you know. But it is happening, right? Problem is, I'm not getting enough time. If it the moment the gap is pretty small. Once I had that thought that I'm gonna fall down, I fell down in couple of like 5 or 6 seconds after that. Once that thought crossed my
Intuition,
mind,
bro.
sorry,
Your intuition is very strong.
it could be.
Uh,
Does good hap does it good, or is it good or bad that happens? अबे कुछ मत बोल, मुंह 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 बंद करके रख, कुछ मत बोल किसी के बारे में, ठीक है?
In that case, I have a long list of people I don't like. Maybe I can tell you the names and you can say something.
how much are you charging per name, bro?
Yeah, I'd love to know. You can make a lot of money.
अबे जलना बोलते इसे। shit. You got any spots on your tongue? You got spots on your tongue? देख ले एक बार बोलते हैं कि I mean it is believed that people have got spots on their tongue. Things tend to happen whatever they say. But I guess Madhura is gonna give you a list now.
Again, I trust your Kali Zaban. I think I'll take my chances there.
But मेरे नाम भी मत लेना ठीक है अबे कुछ अच्छा भी हो रहा तो बता दे if something good happens then do with great Pawan क्या बोल रहे थे with great power comes great responsibilities. This is not power. This is not power. This is villain का power है ये. He's a super villain now.
It is curse.
It's
Others.
yeah. पर तो चुप नहीं रहता है you still go ahead with that thing ऐसे चीजों पे अगर तेरे को कुछ बोलना भी है tell it to yourself सही है guys Pawan and Trivedi you got any stories to share Madhura if you have
No, currently don't
I
have
just
any
have a
story.
list right now. That's the only thing I'm thinking. I have no more stories.
but
Friend of mine has started a good post in as a urologist in Leelavati. If you could just say something there.
why why
Oh, that's a long story for some other day. Horror story for some other day.
definitely oh, so sorry I missed it you are a doctor too then Jeevan bhai
Yeah,
you're leaving
yeah, even I'm a doctor, yeah.
oh okay you're the second I guess you're the third doctor. Oh, you're a ah. No, Mercury. Which Mercury was that? Dimethyl mercury. Yeah, it's like one drop of it can kill a person, but it's a slow death though. On the glove. Wow. अबे तूने ही बोला. It is on YouTube already, dude. You've sent a YouTube link. कौन देख रहा है वैसे हमारा चैनल? तू, मैं अलावा और कोई देख रहा है क्या? You know the two people watching it. One is me on my phone. Another is me again on the laptop on the second tab. Those are. I'm the two people who are watching.
I have shared the one haunted place actually.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
So it was in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, but I have not visited there. But many people said it's a ghosted. It's a very famous is Rani Ni Vav in Gujarat.
Rani?
Rani Ni Vav actually. It was located in Ahmedabad, Gujarat.
Patna.
It was a ghosted place in Gujarat because I have heard actually one of the the queen Rani Ni Vav. Dadi Rani Ni Vav actually. It was a historical place actually. Ghost of the murder queen.
Abhi kya? What are you showing, dude?
It's a Rani Ni Vav. It's a Rani Ni Vav. You can search.
Rani Ki Nav, is it?
Rani Ki Vav.
Rani
Yes.
Ki Vav. Rani Ki Vav. Yeah, I just got it.
It was in
AI?
Ahmedabad, Gujarat.
VE.
Rani Ni Vav. It was a haunted place in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Basically, it's a Vav actually.
Look for any
Yes.
horror legends there. Let's read out if there's any legend.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that movie Paheli, na? Even they had like
Because
like
many of
something
the
like that
people
only.
reported the strange noises and eerie of presence after sunset. Actually, there was a very horrible sunset. Actually, after there are some strange voice after sunset in this place. Many of people reported.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is it coming in Hindi? यार हिंदी मेरे को इतना पढ़ना मुश्किल है. रानी की वाव, रानी की.
Yes, Anna.
Barrier and रानी की वाव. नीचे आ
I
जाओ,
have
नीचे आ जाओ.
actually it's a Dadi Rani Vav actually. It was it was steps rumored to be the haunted by the ghost of
There,
mother
ऊपर
queen.
ऊपर
Actually,
ऊपर
people
से.
have reported the strange noises and eerie presence.
Yeah. ये
No,
क्या?
actually, I have
Forensic पे आ
searched
रहा है
about the
क्या?
Ahmedabad haunted story, but I have
Oh. Okay.
it's a history.
Yeah, Harsha, you're saying something. हर्षा, आप कुछ बोल
Yes.
रहे हो या आप कुछ बोल रहे
हाँ
हो?
हाँ, मैं मतलब वही बात था कि रानी की वाव के बारे में बता रहा था कि मतलब काफी हिस्टोरिकल प्लेस है पाटन के अंदर.
हाँ. Yeah, all this.
तो उसमें स्टोरी यही है कि मतलब वहां की जो क्वीन थी उसका मर्डर कर दिया गया था. सो मतलब आज भी उसकी प्रेजेंस की आवाज सुनाई देती है सनसेट के बाद. देयर सम काइंड ऑफ प्रेजेंस साउंड आफ्टर सनसेट.
Why there is a lot of background noise?
Just a second. Okay, yeah. Am I audible? Hello. Am I audible right now?
Yeah, yeah, you are. Yes.
Yeah. So there are some strange noise of the Queen of Stepwell. She was a queen of Rani Ki Vav in Patan, Gujarat. So after sunset, they are uh, surround like some presence of sound of queen.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, after sunset.
Okay. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to find if there is any ghost story around it on this thing. Yeah, there's well, all this while we've never searched for what do we call haunted places in like none
actually,
of these. Yeah.
I heard a search about the Ahmedabad haunted story, and it's the fourth place of the Ahmedabad haunted place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Negative energy. Such interesting facts are printed on 100 rupees note, 10 rupees note. Okay. Stab tells the story. Running a love story is carved in stone. Not much. लगता है इन लोगों ने निकाल दिया पूरा. Yeah, legends. It's not just a step. It's a stunning testimony. Yeah, they made sure that they took out everything. There's no. I mean, there are no ghost stories. At least I couldn't search anything. There are few things that are told by different people about the haunted story of Rani Ki Bavdi.
bas Rani Ki Vav. Yes, it's called
Yeah,
Rani Ki Vav.
Bavdi. Fear of ghosts. Some people say the strange
That is,
sounds are heard at night in Rani Ki Bavdi, and some strange things are also seen. So people are afraid to go there at night. Some people say the ghosts live in the stepwell and they roam around at night. Fear of ghosts. Some people say the ghosts live in Rani Ki and they harass people. Voice.
yeah,
Some people strange sounds are heard in the stepwell at night as I the structure itself is like sounds can resonate right in a different way. So there could be these kind of things, right? When those are things made in such a way so that the sound travels differently to
yeah,
every. So like even in like if you guys know the fort in Hyderabad, right? Golconda Fort. There is a place in Golconda Fort where it is in the entrance where someone talking at the top of the fort, the person standing on the entrance can hear it. आर्किटेक्चर में होता था ऐसा या
uh, actually, uh, can I speak?
यस यस यस
मतलब ये जो वाव है ना, तो उसके बारे में ऐसा माना है कि इनकी जो रानी थी, रानी रुब्बा, तो उनकी शादी कोई सुल्तान महमूद बेगड़ा से कराने जा रहे थे, बट उनकी शादी करने के बजाय उन्होंने उस वाव में कूद के आत्महत्या कर ली थी, तो सो दैट्स व्हाई देयर आर सम साउंड ऑफ क्वीन इन वाव.
ओके
they at, they attempt suicide.
रानी की वाव every step tells the
Yes,
story. Okay.
yes,
Now that it is made a heritage thing, right? Every negative sort of thing, negative or which spreads negativity is being taken out from the internet. There are
yes.
many.
Actually,
Generally, you will find many stories on internet whenever you type, but I can't find anything here.
actually, I have found about the negative energy in the Rani Ki Vav in the YouTube channel as well.
Oh,
Many of the people will say it.
that guy, right? Mm. Yeah, blogs. So I think all the blogs are removed of about this one.
Yeah,
Mhm. Now that it is a UNESCO site and it is representing something country's culture, right? Mm. Like until unless someone goes and really gets scared and shares something on internet, I guess it थोड़े दिनों में आ जाएंगे वो भी, I guess, since that has now recently been right given that kind of stage where why is it so? How are both related? I it is no. I guess it is common, and I don't know. I mean, I guess Madhura can relate to it. Supernatural, maybe in the series Supernatural, they always carry a steel, an iron sort of thing with them. Iron or steel with them.
Yeah, salt, iron, all those things.
Salt, iron, yes, salt and iron. This. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Like on Netflix, there is this new series, Inspector Rishi, if I'm not wrong. Some Telugu
ah,
series where they talk about the spirit of the jungle, and
jungle.
she is like, if she's stalking you, you should always carry like an iron thing with you, so it can ward her off basically.
I'm just searching why iron repel
Oh,
ghost.
yeah.
Not scientific. There's no evidence to support claim that iron has any real
Iron
effect on ghosts.
repels ghosts and silver repels vampires.
Vampires. No, it's not just Japanese, right? It is even in India. Let's ask ChatGPT. लोग क्या क्या oh.
I think it's more like in the previous years, it was like gold, silver, bronze, right? It's more like, see, in the beginning, we were all like, our thoughts and our actions were like, are equal to gold or something, and we value gold. But then our actions were reduced to silver, then bronze, and then to iron. Like cold, materialistic. But it's more like a materialistic thing. So like, I don't know, but that's what iron. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah. Okay, ChatGPT says iron is considered to repel ghosts or negative energy in many cultures and traditions due to a mix of mythology, symbolism, and practical history. Here is a breakdown of the reasons: ancient symbolism and folklore, warding
Tries
material.
ChatGPT is trying to stay neutral. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It
exactly.
doesn't
But
have any. It doesn't have any opinion on anything. It tries to stay neutral as much as possible.
exactly, yeah, it is
Yeah.
summarizing the results. It is summarizing the results.
Yeah, I
Wanting
mean,
it.
even it has some, articles about a specific thing. It won't. The content filters will be the content filter mechanism will filter out those things.
I mean, do we have any AI without any filter? Oh.
Yeah, yeah. You see that recently, Google bought Gemini. Sorry, not Gemini. It bought Reddit and it tried to train its model with Reddit data. And yeah. So someone asked something like they are suffering from depression or something, and it is suggesting suicide.
What?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the recent videos of from VO3, Google VO3? Dude, those people can fool when if you can generate such videos, you can fool anyone now. Those are so realistic and everything to the detail. Like someone standing like 100 meters in that video away from the subject, right? Even that thing is also quite detailed. No, no, there were few. No, there were few videos which are quite real. They seem quite real. Hmm. But again, see, you're talking about things, but I feel it would actually try to replicate the same thing what they guys have done.
Nah, okay. See,
Mm-hmm.
I think you may feel like that right now. Maybe in the another 5 or 10 years, you definitely can't.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, but see how rapidly it has grown. When initially when AI came into picture in 2022 or 23, the initial videos of Will Smith eating that noodles, right? It was so the videos were so bad. And now using VO, right? You could actually make a video which see you can't figure out if there is actually it is a if it is a fake video or not. And बहुत पास में आ गया and these things and in another 5 years there we're gonna see a really huge change in this AI technology too. I was seeing some interview last week on YouTube. Koi, I guess it was an ex-employee of Meta who now has started his own AI company. So it was a CNN interview. So he was kind of warning people, saying that see AI is gonna take away 10 to 20% of jobs. That is gonna happen. He is a CEO of the company who's telling it, dude. Why see those are I understand what you're trying to say. See, a computer is something which still needed manual intervention here. Manual, see, but hmm, again, no. See, I'm giving you an example. Now the agentic AI, which is coming in picture, right? Now, what is being developed in our company right now? What they're trying to do is, they're gonna give a use case. AI is asking to AI to generate the entire code. So what AI, you might have heard it. AI is gonna create 4 or 5 agents. Agent one is gonna do coding. Agent one is gonna do requirement analysis or designing. Agent 2 is going to do, yeah. No, no, what I'm trying to say. Hmm. No, again, see, it is in the initial stages. Now, at the pace we are going in, that could change in one. The problem is, the question is, now the same code, if we have to write, if people have to write on a computer, we would need at least four people to write an entire module of a system application banane ke liye. Now, you don't need four people. You need max two people. One person to feed in that, what do you call that, what is the thing called, prompt, the prompt and all. And he has to understand prompt, he has to have prompt. Both these guys have to understand prompt engineering. They have to understand how the AI is going to give you the, so you're just taking away two other people's job now. So you don't need four coders now. You just need two coders, one who could write in the prompt, one who could review the prompt, and you could constantly help out AI in improving its code. It is gonna come back to him saying that, see, I got stuck at this point. Can you look into that code? So a guy can look into it, a guy or a girl in this case, he can look into it. He can change the code there. He can suggest it. So it can generate a code within seconds. So it can, the debugging, as you're saying, it can get improved. But again, earlier four people used to do the job. Now only two people are doing it. So instead of, now you're taking earlier four people used to test. Now it is going to be one person who's just going to review the test cases and maybe look into the test code as well. Deployment, अभी तो deployment कब का automation हो गया, CI CD से automate, the deployment automate हो गया. Now with all these tools coming in, a team which used to be a development team with development testing and database team, which used to be around with 20 odd people, it will come down to 7 or 8 people now. Hmm. Hmm. One person. See, that is where you're taking out the jobs, right? The Hmm. But see, all earlier there is still effort that is needed from your side. Oh, coming to AI, the effort that is coming from your side is falling down really. I mean, required बहुत कम हो जा रहा. Hmm.
See, actually, yeah, so the way agents work is it's going to make easier job more easier, okay? But if it
Hmm.
is a difficult job, it can't solve it. You need a human intervention to do that.
True. I mean, end of the day, you would never definitely need a human intervention. But the thing is that. Hmm. 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 True, but Hmm. No,
That
also.
one. when you work in an AI project, you come to know how dumb an AI is.
Yeah.
I faced it first and multiple times. I
Okay.
worked with a simple use case, but I could not able to solve it without guiding the AI using like a framework or something. Only then I could able to do it. Even then, there are a lot of edge cases AI would fail to answer some questions.
Hmm. But how far are we from making AI to think logically? Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of curating and it is summarizing everything which it has got, and it is doing it in a proper. Hmm.
Chinese experiment, right?
Exactly. That's what, right. We are still looking at is like as of now, what they're what do you call? They're comparing or they're saying AI is at a stage as a 4-year-old kid.
No.
For
Actually, currently there is a notion that whatever large language models that we are building, those
Hmm.
are like a narrow intelligence only. It's not general intelligence. Reason why it's called narrow intelligence is it's just trying to mimic the words in a sentence. It's trying to find the next what's the highest probable word that would come next. And if
Yeah.
we introduce some parameter, it's going to induce some randomness and it's going to build from that. Okay. It's
Yes.
basically like an auto-regressive model, and it's not intelligence. That's not considered as intelligence.
So you mean to say an image of a. Okay. No images. No images. It can't really. How much ever specific you are, it can't really create an image. That even I've hmm, yeah. I forgot what he said at the last. I guess it was something. Yeah, it was kind of suggesting something, dude. I was suggesting to kill or some. I guess it was A was suggesting the person to kill or die. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
There's this one, right? How many S's are there in Mississippi? It's not necessarily math. Yeah, because it's not necessarily have to be math. It's basically it doesn't know. Okay, it doesn't understand the meaning of the word Mississippi or what it means or what constitutes that word. Okay, yeah, it knows what comes after Mississippi or what are the other words that used along with Mississippi. It doesn't know what is Mississippi. That's it. Yeah. Because to the LLM perspective, Mississippi is just some number. So it doesn't understand the character S or anything. So that's what it's not intelligent. I mean, it may simulate some human level intelligence. It's fooling some people. Like some people are thinking that it's close to human, so it's powerful than human on those things. But it is actually failing at a difficult task on an intuitive level. So I mean, all these yeah. See, it's only yeah, because it is answering something that we don't know, and we think that whatever it's saying, it's novel. It's not novel at all.
So when did this fail? The Mississippi thing? Now, no, are we failing? Because they might have trained it by now. अभी तक तो नहीं बना है यार बहुत.
Try a new word. Okay, try a new word and ask it how many words are there or how many characters are there, or something
Let's
like that. It won't. Maybe they add some tooling or something to do.
wait. Chat GPT use कर रहा है. How many SSNSS? नहीं ये बताओ. How many SS स्पेलिंग बताओ. SSC तेरे को भी पता नहीं है क्या? Assassination. Assassination. Yeah, I got it right. How many S's in assassination? It is getting it right now.
Is it?
अभी आ जाएगा रे. Ritu is here. Both. अरे ऋतु भी है.
कौन सी ऋतु?
ऋतु both.
Second Ritu. Yeah, just differences. People don't call you a witch.
We never called you a witch, by the way. No, I never called a witch. I said our in-house witchcraft expert.
Covering देखो, covering देखो.
अरे मैंने कब बोला? See, I've asked many people to not to call you witch. I myself so see. I guess it was not me who has phrased it correctly. It was someone else who said, "See, she has to be an in-house witchcraft expert." करके कौन बोला था ये? किसी और ने बोला था. नहीं 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 तू नहीं नहीं कोई और बोला था. It wasn't you. It wasn't me. It was someone else who told. See, we should. When I said we should. I said we shouldn't call her witch. We should
पर
find something. But then he said. Then it was a guy. He said it is a witchcraft expert.
पर मुझे तो कोई problem ही नहीं था. I don't have any problem calling me a witch.
देखा? क्या कर सकते हैं? हम तो अच्छे दिल से तो हम अच्छे रह से. We can't help that. I can't stop being nice.
Oh, so nice of you.
So Ritu, it's been a while. You Hirtu and Ritu, you'll have some or the other ghost. Oh, have you seen Final Destination? Now that you're here, let's
I
talk
have
about.
seen all the parts.
Yeah, have you seen the recent part?
Recent one?
तो बोल दिया all the parts करके. रिसेंट वाला देखा. इसको पता भी नहीं है कि रिसेंट एक मूवी आया है फाइनल डेस्टिनेशन करके.
वो तो नहीं पता मुझे. शायद देख लिया होगा, मुझे वो भी याद नहीं. मैं तो एक साथ पता है मेरे को. मैं तो कितने सारी स्टोरीज लेके आई थी. फिर मैं इग्नोर हो जाती हूँ तो मैं चुप हो जाती हूँ. नहीं, मैंने तो एक बार शार्क फिन का स्टोरी सुनाया था.
क्या शार्पन? हाँ, शार्कचन.
That is a urban legend.
Oh no, hold on. We don't ignore you. We listen to the first part of the story, and once it starts taking a darker turn, that's when we intelligently skip to some other thing because we don't want to listen to kids being killed, kids being eaten. Yes. So we always listen to you first. We listen to the first part of thing till the time you're all telling a good story. जब तो the darkest turn ले लेता, that's when we try to stop you.
मैंने कितने दिन हो गए डार्क स्टोरी नहीं सुना.
भाई, what's Final Destination? But there's no that much gore as it used to be earlier though.
मजा ही आता था पहले देख के तो. You know that intestines hanging off his body.
Sorry?
Final Destinations उसमें कोई तो parts में एकदम half ही हो जाते थे. They get cut into
half क्या pieces हो जाता है ना. I guess in fourth part body mesh के अंदर mesh के बीच में और mesh वाला इधर is fourth part में. No. No. I did not find. No, there was only two or three such instances. One is you're talking the trampoline scene और ग्लास. हाँ, ग्लास तो पीना चाहिए था बट कौन सा the burner part कुछ हुआ नहीं है. See that no, if you remember the scene in part 4 where क्या वो saloon वाला scene. Saloon, it is the best. I mean, the best part with the Final Destination movies is it will leave an impact on your brain. it will leave an impact on your brain. Everything you watch, everything you see, you can feel, okay, you can die with this thing. You can die on an escalator, you can die in a saloon shop, you can die on a, what do you call, a steam bath, you can die in a tanning machine, kuch bhi, a car, everything. I mean, the scene that stuck with me for a long time is that saloon scene, dude. Oh mother. Huh. Ritu, watch it. Ritu, watch it. You will love the movie, man. Ritu. When these guys funniest scene का बात कर रहा था क्या? Oh, that was right. He guy. Oh, you're not the son. You're not the first. You're not the first son. That was one. And this the वो जो बंदा मरने के लिए तैयार हो जाता है ना, लाइक मैं भी आता हूँ आप लोगों के साथ करके वैन में. Satisfaction. Satisfaction. See, that is.
अरे मैं वो बोल रही थी कि गुड नाइट, it's 12 already, my mom is scolding.
कहाँ से आया था वैसे? राजस्थान से लेके आया था. इतना भी दूर नहीं है रे, क्या बात कर रहा हूँ. टर्मिनल 1 से टर्मिनल I've gone in metro से तो बहुत नजदीक है, मेट्रो से पास है. टर्मिनल 1 के डोमेस्टिक टर्मिनल 1 के पास ही होता है ना. I got down at I don't know where. There was a metro station quite nearby. बाहर ही है, टर्मिनल के बाहर ही है. Then you have to go to Singapore. You'll have to go by train itself. Then टर्मिनल से टर्मिनल जाने के लिए ट्रेन है उधर. हाँ. It is a train system that runs within this thing, within the airport. Singapore airport, yeah. Yeah. There's huge, man. I haven't gone anywhere. The entire time I was just exploring the terminal 2 or terminal 3 where I got down at Singapore. मुझे भी फिर से जाने का मन है. एक ही बार तो गया, बाली था भी था. बाली है. Madhura joined and left. Madhura. Ritu, have you got any stories?
No. Actually, I saw the group link at 10:10. Then I started talking at my home. Then I forgot.
So we have to keep on sending it to you again and again, sir, just to remind you. Hey, Did you not ask any stories from your relatives and friends?
Me?
Yeah.
Um, I don't really have any.
Do you any with you?
Yeah, I real also. So there are many such stories. Yeah, a few I remember. So I remember there was a paranormal expert in Mumbai or something. So he used to do this as a part-time thing. So he had this whole kit of all things, like the X-ray, yeah, UV ray light, something na that, and
Mm.
multiple things. He used to like help people in his part time. So he has written multiple stories. So one of them I remember that there was a kid in a flat. Okay, it was like under 5 years. So they were like mother, father, and a small kid. So one day, small kid went outside to play, and I remember that like when they were called, they went and they saw that the child was playing with a small toy, and in the corner of a house, he was just pointing and talking, kind of those things, again and again. Then what happened, like they asked like what is this toy, where did this come from, and all. So they got to know that the kid was playing outside, so he randomly picked up the toy, and he was just playing inside. So it might be possessed by someone, so because it was very very old. So
Oh, so nothing happened after that?
it was like the child was totally acting weird. So the mother got scared. They called them, and they came and did all these things, and then like threw the toy outside. Then everything went back to normal. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Are there really such people who will be doing these things, or? But we need some of them in India, to be honest.
What?
Like those people who can help in like paranormal situations. Are there? I'm not
Yeah.
talking about like Baba and all.
No, there are. There is. There is a big society sort of thing, paranormal like, society and people like we do have Jeevan who does that, right?
Okay, I don't know.
Oh, you might have seen Jeevan in our sessions. He was there today as well. I mean, he left even before you joined. He
Okay.
does go on these kind of things where if someone is being affected by paranormal or something of that, he does go. I mean, they
Okay.
don't suggest anything, but they kind of
Mm-hmm.
tell them that if actually something is haunting them, or if there is if it's just their imagination sort of thing, they'll just
Okay.
so we did have another guy called Ajay. We used to have another guy called Ajay. He used to have a group, and he used to do that. He used to go to places where if they have a complaint sort of thing, they go to the place with the tools they've got, they do their investigation, they give their results. We had Himanshu. He had a great story. He said he's never going to go back after that. There are many
Oh,
such people.
really?
Yeah. There are many such people. Again, problem is uh, only believers believe them. Like who people who
Okay.
believe in such kind of things,
Mm-hmm.
believe in them, but most of them are actually frauds. So you don't know whom to believe and whom not to believe. Again, you don't even know whether if it
Mm-hmm.
is actually
Yeah, yeah.
paranormal supernatural stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or is it something where it could be a
Made up.
made up thing. Yeah.
And randomly, like one of the stories was like it was not involving some paranormal expert. They were like, I mean, it may be made up story, but I had read that there was like Raksha Bandhan time. So the sister was at home. Like they used to stay in the same town. The brother and the sister was married. So she
Huh?
came from her home.
brother and
I'm
sister
telling you.
brother and sister were
No,
married to each other, or were
no,
they
no,
married
no,
separately?
no.
Okay. Bye, Pawan. Bye.
Bye
No,
bye.
I was just telling that, like, in from a family, the girl
Oh,
was married, like their daughter was married, but after the marriage, the home was in same town, her home and her parents' home.
okay.
So she was coming on Raksha Bandhan, so
Okay.
she had to pick up some medicines,
Hmm.
and she parked her vehicle like in below some big tree.
Hmm.
And after she picked up the medicines, she took them and she went to her brother's home. After that, she was having all those things like hallucinations and seeing things and all a lot of things. Like they were whole night not able to sleep. They were holding her and she was like acting very weird, like some positions or something. And they were telling, chanting all the Gayatri mantra and all. Then, like something overnight, it happened. After that, it got better or something.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's true or what.
Yeah, these things happen. I mean, things like this, I don't know what you call them. At least in Telugu we used to we call them gali. Gali in the sense हवा, जैसे हवा चढ़ता है बोलते हैं ना, हवा हवा लग गया. So these things, like, something might have come along with you, and eh, I mean, it's not, it doesn't really harm you, but it kind of latches onto you, so such sort of things.
So how to avoid such things?
Yeah.
Yeah, how
इसीलिए
to?
नजर उतारते हैं ना, नजर उतारना, that is one thing. Hmm. Like, so that is what, right? You, whenever you come into the house, from if you want to, if you're passing through these kind of places like graveyards or old things, it is always suggested to wash your legs. करके बोलते हैं. I don't know how much it helps. Yeah, but बोलते हैं.
तो लेग्स वॉश करने से क्या होता है? ओके
Yeah.
ओके ओके
Yeah, there. I guess Ajay was also telling some. Ajay was also telling something regarding that. Cleanse. You have to cleanse once whenever they go on a investigation or paranormal. Whenever they go to a haunted location, so-called haunted location, or a paranormal investigation sort of thing, once they come back, they cleanse their entire body, and they've got a ritual to cleanse. They salt water. What was it, Deek? I don't remember. कुछ तो बोल रहे थे. Uh, meat. I used to have it, but I don't have it now. But yeah. हो गया. Yep. Thank you all for joining. We had few international callers today. Julian Lee. Thank you. Julian had a great story to share. Hopefully, I'll put that. And so that Madhura. Thank you, Madhura. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Lee. And thank you, everyone, our regular members. Thank you, Ritu, and everyone for joining. Thank you, Deek. Bye. As always. Chalo, see you all next week. Saturday Night Spooky Stories.
Is this video recording till now?
Yeah.
Okay.